It's 11 o'clock, and it's time now for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Thursday night, March 30th, 2017. Good evening, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins, and I hear 11 o'clock news on here. Top story 11 hour on this late Thursday night is an immunity deal will make it possible for the Justice Department and prosecutor Michael T. Flynn. A massive fire caused a bridge collapse on Thursday night on Interstate 85 in Atlanta. One of the busiest stretches of roadway in America, backing up rush hour traffic for several miles and created what the mayor called a long-term transportation nightmare. President Trump at Washington President Trump launched a inventory against cancerers in his own party on Thursday in an attempt to kickstart health care talks. SpaceX on Thursday launched and landed a first-rate stage rocket booster that had previously flown a milestone that could signal a new era of low-cost space transportation. Senate Republicans were supposed to call for Vice President Pence to pass an abortion measure on Thursday, marking the second time today a cast a helpline that a new administration to move into legislation. While at the usual Department Oval Office, San Diego, and even a de-record job street, President Trump directly created new employment in American this week, an American woman, no less. Venezuela Muslim legislation moving closer to one-man rule. Seoul, South Korea, disgraced former President Park Geun-hye was arrested and jailed fighting over high-profile corruption allegations that have already entered into tumultuous 4-year rule and brought in an election finder successor. Malaysia releases Kim Jong-nam's body. Citizens of North Korea return. Beijing, U.S. President Donald Trump will meet with his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping for the first time on April 6th, 7th of Trump's Florida resort. China's foreign ministry and announced Thursday related to a range of precedent issues, good and trade. North Carolina lawmakers retreated from the state's controversial law that restricted which public restrooms censored people can use, repealing on Thursday in the face of economic pressure in favor of a new bill that gave right groups attack. Representative Devin Nunes of California, Republican and the chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, meeting on Capitol Hill on Tuesday. One of President Trump's top White House aides, Katie Walsh, was abruptly leaving the West Wing post only for 2 months, and an administration several senior White House officials confirmed Thursday. If nothing too current comes up tomorrow, U.S. Vice President Mike Pence may well have his honor of gaining the most ground into this week in the fight that will cover women's rights thanks to a busy few days in the spotlight. Edinburgh bank robber gets prison time. After a water ban limited in Edinburgh, some good news for Edinburgh Hall owners. Mansfield Selectman and asked police chief for analysts of train track thefts. Cost of health insurance squeeze on school budgets. One of the more serious charges erupting against Norfolk man accused of connected to an Edinburgh drive-by shooting as lawyers clashed Thursday. During a closing arguments over the evidence and a statement in a 2-day trial, a man charged with participating in a drive-by shooting in North Edinburgh. Harness Source Williams and Poland at the Plainville Casino. City considered safety measures for sisters. Arab due $6 million for roads fund and Rehoboth women sent on fraud charges. McDonald's Corporation announced on Thursday that mid-2008 to start making quarter pounders use fresh beef represent one of the biggest starvation change in the company's history. April is Infrastructure Month for the Federal Communications Commission. Chairman Ed Japani wrote a blog outline the next month's meeting agenda and find the most heated debate on. The new agenda will be conference for business data service. President Trump has been taking steps to raise the Obama administration environment record and effort to bridge the struggling coal industry. It has been back for more than 8 decades since the last known Tasmanian tiger died. At that time, the hospital has been some of the stuff of textbook speeches and yellow photographs and a little more than memory agent in a billion. Reminds me of once a possessed an atmosphere back as thick as Earth's, but then lost most of the space due to solar wind and ultraviolet rays that new study found. Venom Research Laboratory scientists have solved the mystery that the pain-free bite from a small fang fish. Researchers found that the fang bunny that we've swollen fish and administered the batter laced with opioids. For many, the 4th of July evokes chilling memories that back out quick as fireworks by emerald shards that somehow they conjured of haunted memory that changed a life. Deep breaths can settle nerves. Now, scientists have discovered that the neural pathway in the brain that controls the process. While Governor John Kasich discussed recent studies and state lawmakers from both parties on Thursday when he said that the state medical marijuana program won't not help elevate its opioid crisis. Depression, the #1 cause of illness and disability worldwide. UN's Public Health Farm said on Thursday, and 18% back from the trials by the trials and 15%. Most recent estimated at more than 300 million people. One hour ago in Halston, Massachusetts, one alarm fire, 27 animals in a row. Crews have heavy fire shown on arrival from a 2.5-story residential structure. Crews having water supply issues. DWH. Peter Channel time is 11:04 on this late Thursday night. Time now for traffic and transit report. Beep beep. Let's between where line trains and spits. Minor delays in northbound service tonight due to track plumbing and park stations. Commuter rail. Shuttle buses will place service on Worcester Line between Wellesley Farms and South Station on March 31st from about 8:30 p.m. until closing. Worcester train at 5:51, 7:35 p.m. Outbound is canceled March 31st due to track work. Visitor train 529, 6:4 p.m. Outbound on 20:30, 31, 7:4 p.m. Outbound. And Thursday, I'll link it here. Okay, I was in my ways of New England, New York City on this late Thursday night. In FDR driving the southbound side, it is so. Midtown Tunnel, both ends is backed up. FDR driving the northbound side, backed up from the Upper East Side down to Harlem. FDR driving southbound side, Lowell on Upper Harlem. George Washington Bridge, both ends backed up. 95 to the southbound side, Lowell and Bronx. Lincoln Tunnel, westbound side, it is slow. Long Expressway, westbound side, slow around Grand Central Parkway. 278 eastbound side, Lowell Long Expressway. 478 in both on the southbound side, it is slow. Long Expressway, westbound side, slow between Park Slope and Bay Ridge. Long Expressway, westbound side, Lowell side and Island. Fox Neck Bridge on both ends backed up. Cross Island Parkway, westbound side, it is backed up. In Connecticut, I was on my way to Connecticut and down now looking good here. In Boston vicinity, Southfield Expressway, 93 to the northbound side, backed up for the downtown Boston stretch to an accident on Southfield Expressway, southbound side, just ran Mass Ave exit. Mass back westbound side, it is slow from the Southfield Expressway all the way down to Fruit Tunnel, then hit again from Newton all the way to Route 120 Weston, 93 to the southbound side, so from 79 to Zenkin Bridge. Route 1 on the northbound side, Lewis on Route 16 Malden here. But Massachusetts Highways out. Lincoln get it Vermont North Germain Highways out. Lincoln gets up Interstate 89. Southbound side also at Cleveland and upstate Vermont. And all the way 59. The northbound side also 7 Quebec towards Montreal. Peter Children's time, 11:06 p.m. on this Thursday night. And it's time now for a weather report here. And it turned out to be a beautiful spring-like day. A little chill in the air. Not too hot, not too cold. Just your typical spring-like day. But that's all going to change in a few hours here because looking at radar and it shows a line of rain showers stretching west to Worcester, stretching down western Massachusetts and coming to much of Connecticut, and the line of rain showers from Bridgeport down to Sanford around central and eastern Long Island Sound, and rain around from Newburgh up to Albany, and snowing from Athol down to Greenfield and down Pittsfield and North Adams there, and raining around Amsterdam and Schenectady around the Albany and the Capital District down to Coleman and Carroll down to the river here, and zooming out, so some spotty snow showers from western New Hampshire up into central Vermont and upstate New York and Utica Circus and up central New York and then east central Ontario from Yonkers down to Minden, and raining from central New Jersey down eastern PA around the Philadelphia area and up around Allentown and Hazleton, and spotty rain showers stretching from Harrisburg and stretching on central and northwestern PA down to northeastern Ohio and down to southern Ontario, and raining around the Buffalo area and north of Rochester, New York. Okay. Oh, this is a storm that's not going to be as bad as the one what we experienced 20 years ago, in which we had the April Fool's Day blizzard here. And we got close to 2 feet of snow, and Milford, Massachusetts got the big jackpot, 36 inches of snow on April Fool's Day blizzard. And 700,000 people were in the dark without power. I remember that storm. I was 10 years old, living with my mom and dad on 135 Bay Road in North Massachusetts in the April Fool's Day blizzard of 97. It's not going to be as bad as 20 years ago, but it's going to be the typical run-of-the-mill nor'easter here. Alright, overnight, it's going to go like this. Mostly cost about 33 degrees, calm wind for Friday, snow sleep mainly afternoon, 136 degrees, calm wind coming east around 6 miles an hour afternoon, chest patient 9% noon, snow weekly, less than half an inch possible for Friday night. Rain and sleepy coming all rain up to 7 p.m., low on 32 degrees, east of about 7 to 11 miles outside, 21 miles an hour for chest patient 1%, and New Zealand clearance less than half an inch possible for Saturday. Rain before 11 and then rain and snow, 136 degrees. North breeze about 14 to 6 miles outside, 28 miles an hour, chest patient 1%, new snow clearance less than half an inch possible for Saturday. Snow sleep before 8 p.m. Then a chance of snow between 8 p.m. and 2 a.m. Mostly cost about 29 degrees. North about 8 to 50 miles outside. Chest patient 6% for Sunday. Most Sunday, mostly cost for you about 30 degrees. Monday. Mostly says go about 31 degrees. Monday night, chest rain after 7 p.m. Mostly cost about 35 degrees. Chest patient 50%. Tuesday at chest rain, mostly cost about 47, about 36 degrees. Chest patient is 40%. Wednesday, most study part costs about 53, about 35 degrees. And for Thursday, chest rain puts us about 52 degrees. And chest patient is 30%. Currently in Nottingham, it's Taunton, it's fair skies, and it's 38. Here in Nottingham, it's fair skies, and we got a temperature of 39. And in Mansfield here, it is fair skies, and it's 39. And that is going to be it for the Peter channel. 11 o'clock news, and it's late Thursday night. March 3, 2013. I'm pleased to have a good night. Good positive attitude, and I'll see you tomorrow morning in the morning. But I hope you all have a good night.